DCA adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Yo, Crypto Nation. It's another FA for Friday. Yo, coming right at you guys with your favorite people in his house. We got that one guy, Oz, in here. We got DogeLord himself down there. We got Gundy in blue. Why y'all blue, bro? And then, of course,
so
myself,
blue,
Nemesis.
That's terrible.
And sorry, everybody, I was the reason being late because of the fact that, well, I just got home from ASIC repair school, guys.
And you got your baby flying colors?
That was your first day of school.
No, it was the end of the week. Final exam. Yeah, final exam for the section 1. So I am now level 1 certified.
Woo! All right, round of applause, everybody. Yeah,
freaking standing. Congrats.
We got an ASIC repair guy in the midst of us. Certified, man. That means you can charge for your services.
Oh yeah.
Bonafide.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man.
No shade tree mechanic
run a
here.
mine too, you know.
So yeah, I now know how to do micro soldering under a microscope.
Ooh, the tiny.
Oh my god! I mean, like, imagine something like this.
Can you put the smoke back in?
No,
like you're soldering with like a needle point.
Yeah. Oh my god! You're no, because it's so small. You got to use hot air.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, really?
It's too small. You can't get a tip of any soldering iron.
You just kind of have
onto
to like get it to like melting point, and just blow it on there.
Oh, you're holding it with a
melt.
pair of you're holding it with a pair of tweezers. You got a hot air gun in the other hand, so you got to be ambidextrous. And you got 400 to 430 degrees Celsius in one hand, and you're trying to not burn your other hand. and at the same time, a resistor and a capacitor at that size, the slightest breeze, and it'll be where'd it go? Oh man, Jesus! So day 1, I lost 5 capacitors and 2 resistors.
Lost?
Oh yeah, they when you see it go, whoop, it's gone. You will never find that size. It's the size of a piece of dirt, dude.
Oh man.
Oh my god, like you might if you got like the instructor, he has alien eyes, I swear to god, like he can see the micro joints.
Yeah, right.
His eyes are not of this world, okay? So he's able to sit there and go, "Hey, that's crooked." And I'm like, "How the hell?" I go under the microscope, just a little bit. Damn it! How did he see that?
Yeah.
And so I mean, like the guy's been doing it for a while. He's young and he's younger than me, so he's got them young. I'm gonna blame it on he's got young people eyes, dude.
There you go.
He's got 20/20 vision.
Right. So yeah, I mean, like little itty bitty parts have its own little gravity. It's actually really cool when you get the parts to stick in the a little bit of flux, and the flux helps the solder kind of get to its melting point better with no corrosion, and the part will get stuck into it, and then you get it heated up, and you bring that solder up to about 410 to 430 degrees, and you'll watch that piece go from like being crooked, and it'll just suck itself right into the pads all by itself. You don't even have to touch it. You're like, wow, it just turned out magically.
That's what's up, man.
Magically delicious.
Oh my god. And it's like a fine line. You come in too far and it's like, foop, and the solder never even had a chance to grab it. And it already left the board. You're like, damn it. Let's try that again. Get the donor board. And then day 2, he's like, yeah, I want you to take the heat sinks off and desolder 12 ASIC chips and put it back down. And make sure that you do your diode test before and after, and it has to match. Yeah, I didn't get that task until about the 5th chip in. And I was like, oh, now I finally got one to read. And I try to go back to, it's like I would just place it down. If it didn't work, I'd try a couple of times and then move on. You know, this way you're not getting frustrated on one chip, right?
There's red.
And sitting there and finally on that 5th chip, dropped it on there, got it in there, and I saw how I did it, and I'm like, okay, don't drink coffee while doing this stuff, guys. Day 1 was it was a catastrophe because of caffeine. I had a little bit of caffeine in me, and it under a microscope, you look like you got Parkinson's. Oh my God. You're just sitting there shaking. You're like, you look at your hand out of the microscope, and you're like, dude, that is as steady as can be. You come underneath there, and you're like, where'd the tips go?
Put the Red Bull down.
Tips out.
Oh my God, dude.
Put the Red Bull down.
When in doubt, tips out.
By day 3, my right hand stopped trembling on day 3. By day 4, I was able to control my left hand with the hot air gun. And then today, I kind of put all those little techniques together, and I finally got one ASIC board. Each S9 board has 63 ASIC chips on there. The goal was to take one that didn't have 63 ASIC and make it have 63 ASIC.
Okay.
So took me a little while.
I mean, I got some boards over here. You want to practice?
Hell yeah.
I don't have a microscope to do the work.
Oh,
That stuff is so small. I can kind of do the.
Microscopes aren't cheap.
No, especially the one that I like. What I was working on today was $1,000 freaking microscope.
Oh yeah.
Did it have an attachment to a TV screen, or
Yep.
so you can do it
Yep.
like this?
I can't do it like that. I don't know how people can sit there and look up. I have to have that. I'm so much used to working on cars where you're looking down all the time. So the concept of looking up and away from my hands is kind of foreign. I like the idea to kind of be able to look
Like not
away
looking, but like looking like a third party device or whatever. Like
right. I actually like the idea of looking through the microscope itself.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that I can look out of my peripheral and see the relationship of where my hands are.
Yeah, you get that
So-
second reference point. You know?
Right, yeah. And there's a fine line of where the height of your nozzle is and you're not angled. Because, like, if this is like the bottom of the nozzle and you go and you angle it, now the bottom of it is now lower than the top where you can see from the microscope, right? And there's capacitors over here, so you got to remember to keep shit like this, dude. Oh my God!
gotta remember the angle of the dangle.
Your
Touch
relationship.
one.
Yeah, that's how I was losing capacitors and resistors. Is that my hand would angle out, and the back side of the hot air gun would knock
That's
it
close enough. Yeah.
would knock it just clean off the board. And you're like, oh man.
Yeah, no.
And then the cooler on the back side of the board is soldered on, and those ones cannot touch any other cooler, otherwise it will short.
Yeah, and not in a good way.
Oh my God, no. But the ones on the front have this thermal heat glue. It's this black glue.
So you just like melt them off.
Oh yeah, and it's like a one-time use too. Like that's like after you heat the cooler off, you
It's
scrape
just
it off.
then. Yeah.
Oh my God, that stuff was like weird. You warm up the ASIC chips, and then you take this thermally activated glue, and you spread it on there. As soon as it goes from like this clay style material, and as soon as you touch the warmth, it liquefies. And then you could sit there and you and then you could sit there and you paint the chip, and then you put the coolers down, and then you heat them up. And then you just sit there and too much tap and it'll knock the coolers off, right? So you're like doing this real fine finesse going tink, tink, and you're heating it up, and what you're waiting for is it not to wiggle when you do it. And as soon as it stops wiggling, you move to the next one.
Like, just give it that little second to just set real quick.
No, I mean, as soon as it sets, you move away from it because you don't want to put all that heat into the chip below, because that can desolder the chip off.
Yeah.
Oh,
The chip would
gosh.
fall out of the bottom.
So it would like lift the pad up.
Oh.
So I get to the last one, and it started fighting me because, like, I'd go to put the coolers on, test it, 62 ASIC. I'm like, so I've got to take this back apart?
Jeez.
Did you say what? What?
You don't get it done, get it right the first time, you get to do it again.
It tested fine before the cooler went on.
It's like putting an engine in a car and forgetting about one of the motor mounts.
So I pull everything apart. I get the coolers back off. I test it without the coolers on. It works instantly. And so I put the cooler back on. Stops working. I'm like, it's me putting the heat in to try to solder the back one on. And finally, I sat there and I like made sure the chip. I replaced the chip with another one. Got it to read diode-wise perfectly. Everything was nice. I sat there and I heated it up. Got that back one to set. And I tested it and it said 62 ASIC. And I walked away for a little bit. I'm like, I'm going to let this little bad boy cool down just a little bit. So I come back to it and it's nice and cool. Test it, 63 ASIC. I'm like, all right. Fucking, I win.
Freaking standing.
Get the cooler on there. I walk away for a little bit, let it cool back down. Test it, 63 ASIC. Start doing my notes on it real quick. Hand it in.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh, God, that was nerve-wracking. I'm like, I got to do this before I go home. I got to get my certification. Oh! So if you guys want to do this stuff, like start practicing, like soldering using a hot air gun, get a cheap hot air gun, and you start picking everything with tweezers.
It's like if you want to be a surgeon, go get a fresh pig's head.
Oh my God, you're damn near doing like surgical, because like the slightest little bump, and you can shift the chip clean like a half a millimeter, and you're like,
you can shift the chip.
So you look at it and you're like, oh man, I flatten the pads, and this is high temp solder. So I got to take this off, put some solder paste on, heat that up, put the chip back down, test everything out. It's like, oh God. But I'm getting it. Now I get to go on to level 2.
One day at a time.
Hell yeah, man.
Good job, man. Appreciate it, man. That's awesome.
Good
Hell
job.
yeah, and I'm going there back tomorrow to give them a hand doing some work. I might get me a job out of this deal.
Ooh, yeah.
Man, don't be guessing so soon.
I haven't had one of those JOBs in like 3 years, dude.
Not long already? Damn.
Well,
Yep.
you're not the only one with an update.
What you got?
Oh, jeez.
What you got? Is that a box?
It's a
Banana hammocks.
Oh, mail time. Is it mail time?
no.
We got a banana hammock.
Oh, do it, dude. Do it.
No, my new business cards for my new job just came in.
Oh.
You selling fruit?
Hey.
No,
Says
Selling
apricot.
banana hammocks, dude.
no, it's for solar. So
Very nice.
Oh,
that's how I'm able to work at home right now.
Hey, man.
heck yeah.
Count your blessings, but the
Those came in just today.
the summertime's gonna suck, with no AC out there in California. You're gonna wish you were in that cold office.
I'll live
Well, why do you think all the
It'll be
yuppies
okay.
with
Why-
a room with a space cooler instead of a space heater, just a little space cooler.
Nah, Chris, you're gonna turn yourself into a yuppie. You see, what you do is you go over to Starbucks. You got free internet and free AC.
Yes, but I can't have the coffee, that I can make at home. But like,
You get to critique the shit out of everything they have, dude.
They sell little VPNs that you can connect to the Wi-Fi in shady places and like plug it in Ethernet style into like the little device. So you can then it's not so bad, they can't track you and like find out all your information and give their computer the fingers. What's in here? Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, what is this?
we're on a
wife
public
porn.
network with
What's
no
this wife porn
VPN.
folder?
No.
I think I'm gonna check this out.
Unmanaged switch. Everything's open. Stock.
Stop teasing me.
Ready.
Look at that stock SSID.
I mean,
What hell?
how often do you think the people in Starbucks even refresh the SSID list? For,
They don't.
you know, all the user authenticated not in there. You know, they would have to dump like constantly. I think
Yeah.
it's like 250 and then it like freezes. Well, depending on the router, I guess. But yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
the
think
router.
I'll stay with my multiple screens here. They've come in quite useful.
All right.
And then
Yeah,
you add in one more screen, and you're like, where have you been all my life?
I want to get a third screen.
I like screens.
Man, I've been wanting to do a fourth one.
I have the fourth one over there by the music setup.
Nice.
So Gundy, what's on all your screens? We can see you from behind. We see you have 3 screens. You got the Zoom on the right. You got, I guess, the
So I got
YouTube chat in the
Discord.
middle, and what's on the left?
We got Discord and Zoom settings over here. OBS.
It's corn.
Couple browsers.
Big lump of knobs. It's got the juice.
Big
It's
Zoom,
got the
Zoom
juice.
meeting screen. I got my Logitech software and a web browser. And I have 64 gigs of RAM, so I have no problems running all this crap.
All the gigs.
Right, I got 64
Who needs
gigs and
64 gigs of RAM?
64 gigs and a Threadripper, man. You're
Yeah.
set. You're all set, dude.
I mean, I only have a 3900X, but it does the
That's still
job.
baller. That's still baller.
It
Don't
gets it done.
don't sell that little muscle car, that little muscle CPU over there. Short.
Wah, pa, 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 pa.
Sit there, enable all the overclocking features on it, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna fuck with it until I liquid cool it, but
I mean, you need a liquid cooler?
I mean, if you, my
Not
rule is
really.
don't fuck
An actual cooler would do the trick.
with it. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it
Is
has
it
fuck yeah.
Noctua or Noctua?
I mean, I hear it being pronounced both ways, so I guess it depends on where in the world you are.
yeah, tomatoes.
Fair enough. But we all know what you mean, right?
Right? Oh hell yeah, man! The brown doo-doo fans.
You mean them quiet good fans? Absolutely.
Right, those brown doo-doo fans, dude. But man, yeah, though you get one of the dual tower Noctua air coolers. And that would
Pardon?
it handles my Threadripper.
And that's all you gotta say. Takes the threads, man, and it enjoys it.
And I was doing that with the 1900X with a single tower Noctua cooler on there. And they make a dual tower one that it would probably work really good with mine too.
Is it gonna come popping out of the side of my glass gab,
No, it's only 120.
like vertical?
Yeah, off the motherboard, yeah.
Yeah, vertical. Like the
yeah.
Cooler Masters ones, the push and
Yeah,
pull.
yeah. It's the same thing, but you know, it's Noctua.
Yeah. Connected better aluminum and the piping and
Right.
Aluminium?
It's everything's better.
yeah.
Man.
Better.
They
America.
actually took time and engineered it a little bit. Instead of like, here's a cooler for you with some fans on it. Wow.
Right.
Let out. Well, check it out. I know we got into the stream a little fast and jumped right into, what was going on with them, but taking a look here, everybody in the live chat.
Yo.
So we had Sadie all the time, coming in first. Dan the Danes out there.
Ooh, what up, Dan?
Got Crypto Bedell.
Yo.
Shoot, yeah, man.
Yep.
Glad
you
everybody
guys are
coming out
here.
tonight.
Right.
Well, people are probably thinking we still haven't started yet, so maybe they just haven't logged in.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Like, oh, No, surely they're not on this early.
Like DCA, I mean, they only really get good when they start getting sloppy at like 11:25.
What's up, the dead one?
Yo,
But yeah, guys,
What up,
how many of you have been paying attention to the channel, like in the shorts? Like, put in the chat your thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah.
You know,
the new brainchilds of DCA Adventure?
yeah, we've been playing with some AI to help us with, you know, grabbing the editing and putting subtitles on it. So
Yeah, because like we have so much rambling content, like it's really hard to scrub through. You know, every now and again we have those really good tidbits of like, holy crap, they just said that. It's
and then 10 minutes later, after a long rant, we get to going back to it and finishing the thought.
yeah.
yep.
So it takes
I'm
a lot out
I'm
of the...
sorry that I do that, guys.
Listen,
But I think that's what people like it. The
Yeah.
ramblings of a
Right,
madman.
What else you gonna do?
You know,
Somebody's got to put a leash on them.
Right.
Reel it back in. Nothing wrong with that.
The
though.
tools come out of my head, dude.
You're a towel.
So yeah, we're starting a fund. Send DCA Adventure to Miami for mining disrupt. Let's go. No.
Yo, what are we doing? I'm down like a fat kid.
I
on a
was reading the
seesaw.
chat. I heard "Let's go." I'm like, "What happened?"
Yeah, I'm like,
Right, I heard
Andy said something about
mumble.
let's go, and I'm like, all right, what
I
are we
heard
doing?
mumbling a little bit, and then let's
I
go.
mean,
It's like,
yeah, I'm
Hold up, whose car are we taking?
But is it mining disrupt in Miami here coming soon?
yeah.
Hmm. DCA Adventure Raid.
That sounds like a fun
And-
time right there.
And the people that I'm taking my classes with, Scott Oxford, will
yeah?
have a booth up there.
Really?
Really?
Oh, did you get an invite maybe?
No.
Oh.
But
You're
they're
doing
getting,
enough free work, you might be able to.
Hey,
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 you.
old buddy, old
Hold on here. You
I'll
see,
settle for a cot in the.
you see,
in
this
the
is
hotel room.
this is where I would say like I got in on the good side of them, and yeah, me trying to get a job with them is where I want to be.
Ooh.
I'll explain more, not on air to you
Well,
guys.
of course.
Nothing
yeah.
wrong with that.
there's
what the
there's
after
other
show
information
rundown is
I'm not
for.
going to disclose publicly.
I know that's right.
Yeah, you know, we got to make.
he can't
sure-
help it. NDAs were signed. No.
Yeah, we can't help it that everybody records everything. The internet is
Yes,
forever.
Seriously.
That's what happens on the onboarding
Could you
process. Got to
imagine
sign your
if
NDAs.
Zoom was storing all the video? Do you think it's even possible?
Oh yeah, it's anything's possible,
I mean, I've seen these data centers are huge, dude.
but is
you
it
can
plausible?
never
Fucking
you can
huge.
never scrub anything off, even if you delete it.
Delete it, man. The corporations have it backed up and sent
Yep.
away vaults and shit for later use.
Yep. Your Honor, on such and such date at such and such time,
Yeah,
the defendant uploaded this video that he deleted.
right away. He
At
Let's
least
take a
he
look
thought
at
he
it.
deleted it.
seconds. That's a felony.
Joe Crypto Padel, you're right, man. DCA Adventure Patreon is in 48 hours.
Yo.
FYI.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. You know what? On that note, I think it's time for an announcement.
Ooh, give it to him. Give it to
Has it
him.
been
Ooh,
14
But
minutes?
no. What do we
No.
need?
We need some
FAs
FAs
in
in
the
the
chat.
chat.
That's what
Oh.
We need some FAs in the chat.
Put a few dims in there. Yeah. And a dash of dims in there.
Dems?
And then put them together. Huff, 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 huff,
Dim.
huff, huff, huff. Oh, it's good to see
Yo.
Dan the Dane back in there.
Dude,
again.
it is so good to see you
It
back,
is.
man.
Yo, Deadwood, what's up? With that FA in the chat.
Ladies
about
and
this
gentlemen, DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for
man.
sure. It's gonna be a good night.
Yeah, man. FA Friday is always a good night.
It is for sure.
Until it's
man. I
bad.
work this weekend.
We got to
That's
go
what's
ahead
up.
and apologize for Crypto McKell not being here. He's that little under the weather. So
He's got that global flu everybody's got going on right now. It's just moving city to city, just
You got that bug.
all around over.
Dan the Dane, the feeling is mutual.
No homo. In a brotherly sense.
We do need a model for the
Amen,
DogeLord
brother.
coffee banana hammocks, though.
It needs to be in the shit. It needs to be have the picture of a bean on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Gundy's face on the bean.
Oh, or just have like a, I don't know, big ass DogeLord face right there.
Yeah, no.
Yo, Deadwood, what you
Put the nose.
Deadwood talking about he's looking up charts.
Would be.
Man, what you looking on them charts? What you looking at? She got your eyeballs on.
Who?
Oh, Deadwood.
Oh
Says,
yeah.
looking up charts, listening to y'all
is it?
smoking dabs.
Nice.
Dab it out.
Left-handed
Ladies,
vapes all day long.
Naka.
You know, it sucks when you're sick, but it sucks when you have to take care of sick babies when you're sick.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
You gotta suck it up and take care of the babes.
That's right,
Yeah.
man. Grow a pair, you the man. Or the woe man,
Mhm.
whoever. Just taking care of the babies.
Oh, nice, Sadie. Is that
Yeah.
3K likes or views or 3K subscribers? I need to go take a look.
Oh, right.
Wedding trashers for the smoke.
Go to channel. Shorts. Yeah. 1,500, 1,400 views.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't want to use more than three words.
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there. Anything
Three
more than
words.
3 words, it's too much to read because they're already into it for a minute.
there you go.
I'm just saying.
You see. Oh.
Yeah,
So-
the shorts seem to be the way to go to get eyeballs, get traffic.
Eyeballs,
bring them into the-
eyeballs, yes. Traffic, not so much. and I've been playing with it for a while. Like, I've just got to the point where I'm getting like 45-second watches.
Mhm.
Oh.
Well, yeah,
Retain
the
it.
analytics actually
Retaining it.
show you and tell you what's going on. So you can actually say, oh, they're only watching for 10 seconds. So you find out what happened to 10 seconds, and it's like, oh, there's a long pause right here. Or
No,
you know,
it's not
whatever.
even. It's not even that. It's like starting off with
Great
crypto
attention
or
span.
something like that, and they instantly like change pace on you.
Yeah. Like I thought these guys were talking about. stock
And some of it I know is like the algorithm's got
I know, right?
has to suggest you to the right people, but even after it starts to suggest you to the right people, for every 1,000 views I might get 1 subscriber out of the deal.
Mhm.
Well, a lot of times, like the algo is so weird. Like, all it takes is like a couple people in a row. Like, it'll go to like a big pool, and like if some people are watching it, it'll like shrink it down and like send it to somebody that wasn't like quite like, you know, in your wheelhouse of like delivering. And then, you know, if it doesn't do so well there, just downgrade it until it like disappears off the internet. And then no one will get it. So this first like literally like 5 to 15 viewers like really determine like the progressiveness of like how your videos are being put out there. It's like
What kind of bottle was that there, Chris?
Oh.
Root beer.
Root beer?
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
I'm using
I
it
was
to
like-
collect my chewing gum.
Oh God. ABC.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Already been chewed, man.
You're starting a
What
collection.
up, Tech Man? What up?
No,
What
I
up,
just need
my
a place to put it.
You should use it to grout the bathroom later.
Use it to grout the bathroom.
Oh, Tech Man's here. Tech Man, have you won it? Have you won anything recently off of YouTube channels?
Yeah, man. He just won something.
I know.
What's
$50 or
up?
something. Man, this guy, he's
I think he got some GPU risers the other day.
What was that?
Oh yeah, I did. Would remember? He says, "Remember when Savage found out that bots on YouTube were listening for keywords? Giveaway 3x brought the bots like no other." Yeah.
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 Yep.
It's like ding 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 ding.
Oh yeah. Like remember we were doing the swear jar, the Bitcoin swear jar
Yeah, we
giveaway.
definitely get people in there, but like, who knows who the heck where they were, or where they came from?
Mm-hmm. Whenever Red does a giveaway, they just come out the woodwork.
Yeah.
You know, he really relies on his moderators.
Yes. Always good to have good people getting rid of the shillers
Oh yeah.
and the killers.
I was actually on Savage's channel just like this week.
Aw.
Just
Mm.
I was. It actually showed up on YouTube recommended, and I'm like, Savage.
Maybe somebody logged into his account and clicked your account. That's usually how you get a recommendation.
I don't know what was going on, but it was nice to see his channel again. You know, take a look at it, see what he'd been up to. Like the man could make a thumbnail. Oh my god, those thumbnails were eye-catching. They were great.
It's crazy though, like how many people are like solidified in like these social networks like just forever. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy how hard it is to get them to petition it to take them down. You pretty much have to give them like the death notice.
Yeah. We actually had a buddy of mine from high school. He actually had a stroke and passed away about I'm thinking about 7 years ago or something around in there.
That's really
And
Wow.
you know, the whole community was like, you know, heart-wrenched because everybody loved him. And about a month later, we saw a post from his Facebook, and we're like, everybody, the whole town
yeah.
was like, who the fuck is this? Get
Oh,
the
wow.
we're reporting you.
Nothing's
Yeah.
real anymore.
Yeah, it was totally weird to actually see a post come from somebody that we knew had passed. It's just like,
Oh, man.
yeah, somebody hacked the account, so I think they had to talk to Facebook about locking that thing down.
That's poopy.
Yo, look at Tech Man over here. I won 50 off of Lucky Land,
Okay.
2 chain critical ASIC cables, and also won an Intel plushie since last night. Well, get that horseshoe at your tail.
Dude, you need to go get a damn lottery ticket, okay? I mean, with that,
The heck
kind of
with that.
luck
Go to
right
the
there,
casino, man.
you win more with the lottery
Jeez.
ticket.
Always bet on black roulette. Bitch. One and done. Bam.
Roll the dice.
I do that sometimes, man. I mean, playing craps is really hard. Like I have to be like pretty sober to play. You'll eventually you have like, holy crap, I got like $1,000 on your table, and you're like following too many bets at a time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just like going throwing $100 on roulette for black, just walking by the table, be like, hey, boop, you know. You'd be surprised. Like my odds are probably pretty much in my favor.
Yeah.
Oh, extra 100. Let's go eat.
No,
Got
if
that
I'm
G
going,
down there.
Not financial advice. Don't ever gamble with money you don't
yeah,
have.
don't ever.
Yeah.
It's a horrible habit. But like date night or something like that, it's like there's not really a whole lot of places that we like, but we'll end up going to one of the casinos, and like I won't play anything other than roulette. Like I'm not gonna play slots. I'm not gonna play craps. I'm not gonna play cards or anything. I'm just like, all right, here's $100. I'm gonna take these bets right here, and that's it. That's if it works, great. If it doesn't, eh. Dan the Dane says, okay, when I was over there, I received a care package. Now, as promised, I'm donating back. DCA will be the first to receive 250 Doge. Let's go. Yo.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. No, I usually only take about like 100 to 200 bucks. And like, if it's gone, it's gone. See you later.
Mm-hmm.
Done. I just paid for my entertainment. Sometimes it lasts a couple hours. Sometimes it lasts 10 minutes, but you know.
Well, see, that's why one of the reasons why I like roulette is that I can actually start the bets minuscule level. And then if they don't pan out, it double.
Yeah, so
and if that doesn't pan out, double. I martingale up. And then if anything hits, I make all my money back and then some profits. And it's just like, okay.
And then just spend the profit. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it's not a strategy that will win every time, but it's
kind of like
winning enough
in the crypto when it's low. You know, you got to take a couple profits when it pops off sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, Nim, here's a question for you. Tech Man's asking, does the family mine have any 120 volt, 20 amp outlets?
You guys got those,
what's 120 volt? I thought you want 240. I thought you want 240.
You can get L620s too.
I mean, I don't know what 120 volt is. So I mean,
what is this 120 volt?
What do you mean you don't know?
240 above.
That's like half stepping voltage there.
Do you got any?
Right? I mean, do you what you only plug like you break off a prong off your cord and stick it in? I mean, is that 120?
You got any like 440, 480 coming in?
We are working at 480.
Yeah, nice. That's the good stuff.
500 kVA.
The juice. Give me the juice.
Good spark happened on the fourth phase.
Right? Oh, you know it, dude.
No.
Hey, man. Yeah, like it's no joke.
Oh, gosh.
You see like those 440, 480 switch gears like in the data center floor, like dividing power. There's, you know, big walls around it. Like they don't want you touching that shit.
Dude, feel that.
Yeah, I mean, some of these mini power station farms that they have outside of these data centers is crazy. Like they have the huge high voltage stuff that like comes up and the 4 prongs and like connects all to the post.
I was looking at
disconnect and reconnect those. That shit shoots fucking arcs real big.
Oh yeah. Where I'm been going to class at. Scott Oxford is an ASIC reseller, and he's got these PDUs to die for, bro.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Did you need a new pair of drawers?
three phase PDUs, dude.
50 amp.
I think that's on each leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, each 350, 50, 50.
Yeah.
Triple phase, yeah. That's a lot of power, man. And I've seen people use enough power to like fill a whole rack and like it'll be pushing that PDU.
Yeah, you'd be looking at like $800.
Oh, buy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm a pass.
Yeah, right.
I'm not big time mining like that.
That's big boy power.
Yeah.
But you know,
I'm still on puppy power.
I still gotta wait to.
Oh, puppy power! Charge!
I gotta send you guys the rest of my PDs. I'm not gonna use probably.
Nice.
But you know, they cost a lot to ship, so I gotta save some money. Yeah.
Right. It's wild to see how much how expensive it is to ship something. You're like, oh, this isn't too big, and then they weigh it, and you're like,
I shipped like what was it? Like I think it was 200 pounds last time.
yeah,
it was like $414 or something. To go to VA to OK.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Uh,
So expensive.
right?
Jeez. So
I have a
Just
high-end
Cafe.
sneaking on a
CPU
pallet
for
somewhere and just drop
15
it off.
or L5. Is that L5 or 1.5? L5 120 volt, but you don't need it apparently.
No, not the 120 stuff. We're trying I try to stay off of 120,
Yeah,
not
it's
because
dirty.
Dirty
They
120.
gotta like run a.
It's not efficient.
You gotta run a reducer.
it's you need to load. It's because of the load balancing. So
Oh,
whenever you've got your a single hot going in for power, right? A slight, because you're dealing with 60 hertz frequency, right? So if that frequency slows down a little bit and then surges back up, it's like the water pressure kind of chugging along, and that's what can ultimately destabilize a rig and take out risers.
Yeah, the sine wave will get like somewhat corrupt and like it'll
Yeah.
dip down below threshold and like all of a sudden your stuff's like, whoa, what is this?
Right. When you have it on both legs at 60, now it's coming in and one can go out of sync a little bit and you've still got your power coming in.
Yeah, that was like those what was those the solar generators, the little tiny ones, like the older ones, like most of them have perfect sine wave controller now, but
right. Oh my god, the early day stuff.
The older ones were like terrible.
Oh yeah.
You couldn't
plug a light bulb into it and you'd watch it pulse.
like, I mean, the new ones now you can plug refrigerators into those bitches.
Yep.
So what has everybody else in the chat been up to?
Yeah.
Tell us in the chat, and while you're at it, smash that like button if you haven't already.
Yeah.
And if you're brand new, subscribe.
I know we got discords on discords, man. Like there's always some good content over there too.
Oh yeah.
And Tech Man, it'd be all about the L6 120 volt.
Deadwood says, my rig is in the shop. I have lost a lot of gear to flipped
the
breakers
L6
or the
220.
compressor drawing too much current.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah,
Because a compressor, if you've got a decent one, which it sounds like you do, like myself, when it kicks on, you're looking at a instant draw to turn the motor over that first time of about 15 amps, and yeah, that could disrupt everything.
To kick it on, yeah.
Yeah, and you'll see everything pop. You can watch your lights in your house dim down when that thing fires up, dude.
Yeah,
shoot, that's the way the air conditioning is here at
you
this
should see
apartment.
the
Right.
amperage pull.
And if you but if you accommodate that with sensitive electronics now, like a computer or a mining rig or an ASIC, an FPGA, that initial turn on and the drawdown of the power, that'll
sensitive.
wipe crap out real quick. And it's not so much you got to worry. Like a lot of times there's stuff in there to stop a perfect surge, right? But there's nothing to stop it if the power dips down and then suddenly returns back to where it was. And
like
that is a surge. Yeah, and that's a surge that it doesn't protect. Yeah. It's like your stuff is done.
Yeah, brownouts are the worst. You really want it to go off, which is why like UPCs are made. But I mean, could you imagine the UPCs you'd have to put on freaking ASICs?
Oh my god. No, thank you.
Like it'd be as big as your desk. Like bloop. Here, this is just
if you guys got ASICs, don't just turn them off, people. Turn the mining, like unplug the Ethernet out of it so that it just starts. It stops hashing and the fans cool the boards down. Do not just unplug your ASICs, guys. It's called heat soak.
Didn't you have one crack from that?
I had an FPGA. Yeah, I had an FPGA chip crack, but we don't know what kind of abuse they got before I got my hands on them.
Could have been
So
DOA, yeah.
yeah, they could have been hurt already, and here it was. I put them in the right condition to be able to get the maximum out of them, and they were already partially damaged.
Yeah, use gear, man.
Yep.
So in the chat, we have
Fairly
Crypto
lucky.
Adele said, I just finished setting up my grow tent and going to start next week. That's awesome. Dan the Dane says, I'm running 4 L3 pluses on an off-grid system and 4 6 GPU miners on a grid tie system and still building. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
50 gal. I gotta. What's the 50 gallons regarding?
50-gallon compressor.
Okay. All right.
So Dane's like ASIC, a secure investment of China. So I'm gonna put it out
He's
there
not
like
wrong.
no, I won't even. People got to remember
That face awesome.
where is these ASICs chips being manufactured? TSMC. So if everything's in TSMC, that's Taiwan. You're helping Taiwan. And then you've got, you want to sit there and be like, well, Bitmain's in China.
Yeah, but they're probably
Well, look at NVIDIA, AMD, and all of them. They're all manufacturing directly out of China. Apple.
Probably
How many
from
of
the
you guys?
focus
How many of you guys are Apple fans? It's all China based.
Yeah, they rule us, man, on this.
So at this point, I don't know how to
that's
encourage these businesses to come back to the United States or
Yeah, what the
pushing
hell are you
themselves
doing, Oz?
out. I don't know how to
It's
get them to push themselves out of China and decentralize themselves, but manpower in China is cheaper. Period. That's why.
They're watching me.
I think you're getting a phone call, Oz.
No phone call, dude. Like legit.
What the hell?
I don't know, man.
Oh man.
It's your work phone, bro.
Sadie sometimes says
No.
made a wire shelf zip tie
Huh?
8 card 3060 into a GPU riser's frame 10 card 3060 consolidating and cleaning rigs.
Nice.
I remember doing that. I had 1070 Ti's hanging by the rear IO like a meat locker. Sitting there hanging out like that, zip tied to the wire framing that I got from Home Depot. And there was about 20 GPUs on the entire rack.
What are you drying meat out here? Damn.
You know, Nem's still holding on to his old GI Joes from when he was a kid, and somebody, like Toy Story, they woke up and they were like punching those GPUs like Rocky.
Yeah.
I do have
That was
them,
the,
okay?
there's a-
Stop making fun of me.
I can't say anything. I got Batman, Batman figures.
Batman. Never kept action.
No,
You have a bunch of old comic books from like the early.
Hey, talking about something in the past. Do you remember when we had that discussion with Bits Be Trippin', me and Mikkel?
Okay.
So in this class that I've been taking, I've been going to class with one of the guys that's from his mining farm,
Nice.
All right.
a BBT
Picking
Todd.
his brain.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like we were like looking at each other in class, and I'm thinking to myself, where do I know this?
I
guy
know
from?
this guy.
I know. And finally, like he said something about BBT, and I'm like, oh, I know him. He's a good friend of mine. He's like, well, I'm BBT Todd, and I'm like, I knew you from somewhere.
Yeah,
And then you were like, hey, do you remember me? I'm Nemesis. He was like, no.
No,
I mean,
he was
that's
sitting
like
there.
us.
He was sitting there going, man, I knew you from somewhere, and we started chit chatting. And I'm like, DCA
So
and
the
all.
inkling was mutual.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's like, I know you. It's like, where do I know you from?
Oh my God, it's GPU Jesus.
That's awesome.
I don't expect him to know who my name is or anything like that because I couldn't remember his name. But at least we knew who. We were like, we know each other. How do I know you? Yeah, we're actually not too far away from where his old GPU farm was.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool.
Like as in no
Oh,
longer
yeah.
owned and operated.
Yeah, he's going ASIC.
Gotcha.
It's like GPU stuff. He's like, I'm done with that. He's like,
So Deadwood says in the chat, Hillsboro, Oregon is adding massive power upgrades, some big stuff being built around Intel out there. And then adding 270,000 feet, $3 billion for next-gen silicon.
Yeah. Oh man, you
Ooh.
lost 3 Mobos, 5 video cards over what?
power issues.
How many years? Like that's not a bad. I mean, if it's a couple years, that's not a bad track record.
Yeah, because I think I've had one dead motherboard.
I had one dead GPU.
I mean, I get a bunch of stuff.
That was
from
a
eBay.
shipping
I'm
error. That's
surprised.
not same context. You didn't even get to run it. We're talking mining damage,
I've
not
had computer issues too.
we're talking mining damage, not shipping damage.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
You didn't even get to experience a computer problem.
Oh,
Let's see if we can post this here. In
Deadwood's
general
like, the
chat.
place is huge.
Oh, this is hilarious. This had me cracking
This
up.
place is huge. It's huge.
Drop a little funny in the general chat on Discord.
Hey, so when are you wheels up permanently back home?
About mid-July, I'll be leaving.
Mid-July.
Okay, cool. So I got some time.
Yeah, a little bit of time.
Homeward
It's gonna be a
bound.
couple of, like last 2 years for me, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, what was it? I think here in the next couple weeks, we're gonna take a little
Pause.
trip. Take a little trip back to the house, take some stuff back, and then probably close to the last weekend in May, I'll probably take everything here apart and put it back in the boxes to ship it back home.
And then you have to start paying for power again. Damn.
I know it. Looks like our power rates went up too. I was like, oh. It's
Not
like
for
we're
you.
up to 12. I was like, we're up to 12 cents now. I was like, dang.
Power rates increasing are not fun. No,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, look,
It's
listen,
the problem
honestly,
is
said,
the
what
fuel
was that,
adjusted cost. The
12
fuel
cents,
Yeah. Back home is 12 cents.
and like
the-
California's what, 65 cents?
Where I'm at, it's in 22 cents in other areas.
22 cents.
I'll sell you some power. You want some?
Ugh.
Yo, I got that power cheap.
Real cheap.
I mean, dude, yeah, I live in a pretty like nice place too, and like ours probably just goes up to like 12 to 14 at like tops.
Yeah, I think around this area, I was looking, it was like 18 cents. up
Oh
here.
yeah, closer to the city for sure.
Yeah.
But like, still, that's not bad. You're like right outside of the capital of the U.S. of A.
Mm.
U.S.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was trying to find a recent electric bill so I could show you guys the rates.
I mean, if you live near Dulles Airport,
Man, we don't want to get sick on air, dude.
Blackhawks running by sometimes.
I'm not wanting to get sick and upset at the same time. I mean,
Yeah.
sick and upset, and it'd be for you, bro.
I keep laughing reading this meme. How were you able to hodl through the two bear markets? I can't find my private keys.
Oh, yeah, that's
Just that look, dude.
Deadwood. So here's the thing: with the devaluation of the dollar and all that stuff, the bigger thing is electric companies. They're on average raising your electric rate every year by 3 to 4%. So just expect it. It's going to happen. They are raising it, and like within 10 years,
it's coming.
No, they're not going to do that. You see, we'll have Fed now with the CBDC.
Oh yeah, we'll have no power instead of little.
What's that?
Power.
By the end of July, CBDC?
Yeah, they'll be start issuing.
Ugh.
Craziness.
Do
Because
we
they say
even-
that nobody uses cash anymore.
Do we even dare say it's even gonna happen? Like you think
I told people it was going to
think it's a
happen.
losing
Even
battle at this
Peter
point?
told
Like, they're actually
everybody.
gonna-
Peter
they're
from
actually gonna give
DCTV said the same thing.
ultimate
He's like,
power to
Gov
one entity.
GovCoin is coming. It's not a matter of if, it is when. And we have communistic leaders right now that are going to issue in communistic currency. Let's be real. This is the
you're gonna have an
perfect storm.
expiration date on when you can use your currency and how much you can use on whatever it is you purchase.
Or you get instantly taxed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
you paid. Guess what, little Timmy? You get to learn that Uncle Sam will get paid before you do. It doesn't matter that you sat
just
there
say
and
you
mowed
ran a red
somebody's
light.
lawn.
What if you ran a red light? They could take the money directly out of your account.
Yep.
What if
Never
you bought
ever
too
to
many
worry
steaks
about
that month?
courts or anything ever
Things
again.
like
It's
that.
like you run a red light, you get a speeding
Can't buy any
ticket,
more red
Oh,
meat
you-
for the rest of
automatic withdrawal from your account without your permission.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
or you start getting fined for having a fuel vehicle versus electric.
Or,
You're gonna be
eating
you're
too
gonna be
much red meat.
You're going to be
Or-
fined. No. The one that's going to be that's going to be on the books here, I think, is already on the
Buying ammo?
books. No. If you've
Yes.
got good credit, you will be fined when you buy a house, so that poor people who are at higher risk can get a lower interest rate than you do at
You get
lower
the same
risk.
house. Same house.
In other words, you will be charged more money for having good credit.
Well, you won't even own your house. Like, if you go to work during the day, they can take your house and use it as
It's not that at that point yet. Not at that point yet. Can it happen? Yes.
That's what they
Right
want.
right now, no. But
Go
it's
watch
the
their
whole.
commercials. They show
It's
that stuff.
the whole. Well, that's the communistic thing coming out of California, that they should be seizing all the millionaire houses. No millionaire's gonna freaking vote for that. They'd be giving up their own house.
That's what I mean. Like,
It's not going to
the
happen.
stuff they wanna
So
push,
we
it'll
we
never
can
make
move.
it all the
That's
way,
the
you know?
that's
It's
the
not gonna
people.
happen.
That's the people barking for communism, right? And they're going to realize that it's going to be the elites against the rest, and the rest are the ones that are going to live in communism, and the elites are going to benefit from this.
I'm
and the
afraid
sheeple are too stupid to figure this out, that they are the blind leading the blind to their own execution.
I'm afraid
Well,
we're gonna go to like a
Let's not forget
two-
the media
a
propaganda
segregated
arm of the
currency
government.
country. You know, we're gonna have two currencies.
Well,
competing.
that's what they need to do. If you wanted to change the society, you need to control the message.
Yeah, we need to get more businesses and stuff like into the crypto, and it's happening. Like, you see the news daily now, like people like adopting crypto here, adopting crypto there. Like, it's slowly but surely making.
I
its
mean,
way.
all these
I
news
think there'll be
networks.
two systems
But
running
did
on,
you guys
honestly.
even realize that all the news networks did a purging of their top journalists?
Yep.
Is that why we keep on seeing this Tucker Carlson?
He got
Yeah.
let go. He got let go.
Dude,
And then
the
CNN.
crazies.
You see, the Democrats were pressuring that they were going to be basically going after news organizations. So they had to purge everybody and anybody that has even remotely said something false on air.
Or
That-
not so much false, but didn't align with the agenda.
No, has to be a provable fact. You're allowed to report journalism. They won't kneecap you for that. But if anything was opinion,
Well, it's
that's
like
why
nine-
that's
nine
why the
out of
dude
10
from
doctors
CNN,
agree.
CNN got let go. Brian Seltzker got let go. Each one of these people are going to get let go. I'm waiting for The View and
I was
Rachel.
thinking the same thing.
Rachel and Rachel Maddow. Rachel Maddow used to be an impeccable journalist, but at some point in time, she became propagandized by the government.
I mean, let's just be honest. She probably got paid a lot of money just to speak a certain way. So,
Oh yeah,
it happens.
Same thing with all the social media outlets. In Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of them.
That's
They're all
That's the
push-
one reason
whole
that they
problem
want to
with
ban
Twitter,
TikTok is because it's from like China based, but they're letting the U.S. say whatever they want.
No,
the
it's
government
not.
can't stop them.
It's not that. They have a different algorithm made only for the United States.
Yeah. And you'd be surprised.
That's the
how many-
problem that they have with it. But at the same time, they're trying to skate in a bill that would be the Patriot Act 2.0.
That's true too.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you'd be surprised how much stuff that like they make different stuff for us than other things, especially in the food world. Like if you realize like
God.
all the Mountain Dew in this country is MTN Dew now, right? If you go to a different country, any country that's not here, it says Mountain Dew on the cans. Like, why is that? They make a special Mountain Dew for everyone.
So they're
They
slowly
want it to be.
poisoning
They give us the most addicting variation of it.
Well, no, it's the food coloring and the additives that they put in our food that it's illegal in these other countries.
Right, because
Like
they have
Doritos.
there's no intrinsic
Terrible.
value, there's no nutritional value, and it's highly addicting.
And the food, the coloring. that they're
Your
using,
gut
Red
your
40
gut
and
will
yellow
crave the stuff. I
Terrible.
mean, it's like they've coined a term for Mountain Dew. It's called Mountain Dew mouth. It's an actual terminology where you take a sip of Mountain.
I
take
don't believe it. I'm gonna have to look this up.
You sit there and you take a sip of Mountain Dew, and the sugary coating coats your mouth so badly that you are now perpetually thirsty, and the only thing that seems to quench it,
because
it-
it's got the brominated vegetable oil. I thought.
it only quenches it while you're drinking it. Otherwise, you're habitually thirsty for more Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew mouth is destroying Appalachia's teeth.
Hey man, I can't make this stuff up, bro.
Dude,
That almost sounded like you read it like it was a Florida man news headline.
Any
He's
cheese
dying
chip
over there going,
possible to
he's
get.
like, Brian knows this stuff. This is the stupidest thing he knows. It's the stupidest, most useless thing you could ever know.
Like, go ahead and start reading all these food labels of all this stuff.
I know.
too.
I drank Mountain Dew for like, God, 10, 20 years, something like
Yeah, but that was back in the day. It still said Mountain Dew on the can, right?
The Dew mouth is a southern thing.
Like they changed the name of the can, they changed the formula. I guarantee it.
You got that meth in there.
Or what? I don't know. Too many.
Well, they're
gallons
trading shit coins,
Yeah.
meth.
Yep.
M-ETH.
M-E.
Meth.
Trade that meth coin, baby. Mhm.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, but I challenge you. Go to your grocery store. Go into like the Cheez-It, like cheese cracker aisle. And you look at
Oh,
every single
damn. We got an
box in
Appalachian up in here.
there.
Southwest VA. What?
All those cheese chips. It's not good for you.
Oh, my God.
I love
Since I
cheese.
started working out, like, I've changed my diet over, and I feel so much better now that
That's
I'd
where
like
you
really
learn, though,
cut
man.
that sugar out and
You
all that.
exercise all day long, but if you eat crap, it's like gonna have a horrible effect.
Yeah.
It's gonna not only counter everything that you did, it's gonna make
Yeah.
you,
Oh,
make
yeah,
you more
you can't-
addicted to everything.
You
Yellow
can't
fat.
as
I
they
heard
say
Red 40 is the worst. Like,
as they say, you can't out crunch a shit diet. See that that 250
Cedric, he
that,
says,
that,
"Hello, beautiful people. What's going
Yo.
on in the DCA universe?" Oh,
yeah.
right now we're talking food dye.
Yeah. And maybe going to mining disrupt. Let's go, Nam. Come on.
Gosh,
I'm ready.
I
I'll,
wish.
I'll bring all my video equipment and a drone, and we can like do it up.
I would if I
video?
could.
Wife over here texting me.
I just need
Send me a picture of our son.
Dude, it wasn't the
He's got a little
wasn't
stand.
the VIP pass had a +1?
And he's sitting there. They're watching movies. So he's
Okay.
got his little stand on his lap, holding his phone, recording it. My wife is like, "Yep, our son's over here hustling, trying to make bootleg movies.
Uh,
Hell yeah. Hey man.
gotta teach him
Hey.
young.
Always hustle, always hustling. He's always trying to make a dollar.
Gotta
Finding
make
the
that money,
grind.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, great day. It's 11:11. Make a wish, baby.
That's what all these younger kids do so well right now, man. Is they think of these weird things and just make money off of all of it. It's insane.
My
That-
daughter
that-
actually
that
had
is
a
cool,
homework
Deadwood.
had an in-school assignment to write an essay about an app that they wanted to develop, and then talk about who they wanted to use the app. And in this paper, she's talking about her target audience and who she wants to target and why and the features, and I'm her teacher was impressed. Like, she was the only person out of all his students in the entire school that actually used the phrase target audience, because she knew exactly what she was doing.
He learned
And-
it.
Who her dad is.
Yeah, I know. I was so
Those
proud. I'm like,
buzzwords,
oh my
man. That's
god,
what
I want
gets
to frame
people,
this
like,
thing. But not only that, the paper, it was a well-written idea. I'm like, you should actually get this thing made.
Bravo.
Dude, facts.
It was a. Well, I'm not going to tell you guys in case she does want to make it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, don't
Seriously.
don't ruin it. Somebody will take it and run with it.
You don't want to be telling all these people out here your ideas,
No offense.
Love you guys, but you're not the only ones that are going to be watching these videos.
Yeah.
Buy Bitcoin, buy it at cost.
Hodl that shit. But
yo.
guys, we have been live streaming for over an hour now.
Say that. I was
Oh,
about
yeah.
to say that.
I know. So tomorrow,
Bow.
do we know if Mikhail's going to be feeling well enough to do?
Probably not.
morning?
He's probably not going to do it. So it'll be Savage Mine.
Not Savage.
Whoa,
Serpent.
whoa.
Serpent.
So we have.
I've got that Savage on them. Right. I always think of him because he would be doing something,
Yes.
Ah.
First thing in the morning
But-
should be chump change going off.
Yeah, chump
And-
change at 8.
That, and then
Then
normally Mikhail
Serpent.
would be, but we're gonna have to go to
topics for
Serpent.
tomorrow. I'll come
Right.
hang in.
And then mining after dark. I guess you're going to be running solo, Brian. All right, so that's going to
Yep.
be.
Unless Gundy wants to hop on.
I'm gonna raid up in there.
All right, you can rate it. I'll let you. I'll let it happen.
Yeah.
There be square.
Fucking
Talk about some
awesome.
cool stuff. Like mining after dark.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe. Down in the description, we have links to our Discord. Please join there. Everybody's hanging out, having a good time. And we have Patreon coming up this Sunday for all of our patrons. Yeah, look forward to that if you're in the Patreon. And man, I think it's time for a final announcement.
I think
before we
so.
sign
But
off, man.
I think
Oh,
we
yeah?
need. I think we need some FAs in the chat, dude. I think we need
One
a
or two.
boatload of. I mean, it has to fill my screen.
Has to fill your screen.
Oh,
My
The
screen.
one that
You got a
have-
big
the one we
screen.
have
Yeah, I got
that's
my big
tilted
sh-
tall.
Yeah, I got to tilt
Yeah,
it
okay,
super
so
tall.
we
So
need a
everybody,
bunch of FAs in the
we
chat.
need to bomb the FAs in there.
FAO.
I know, it's
You run macros on like old chat rooms.
We
You
need a
just
bunch
double
of those
check
FAs up in here, man. I mean, this is a giant screen, dude. This is 1440p.
them. I know, they're screaming at you in the HD.
I got 31 and a half inches. Oh,
Like, yo, if you ain't
Aye,
screaming with the Brio, what are you
Poppy.
doing?
oh, it's so huge. It's huge.
Too
Okay.
cuckoo.
It's super huge.
Yeah.
It's
You
huge.
got to have the Brio, man. Yeah. And the SM7Bs all day.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Yo.
That's a good one.
Ow, freaking
And all of you are rated F as well. Thank you for being here. We fucking love you. You guys are why we show up every Friday, and we will see you on the next one. won't we?
Right? So, peace out. Stay savage, and we'll see you on the next one. Yo.
That's right.
Peace out, guys.